Going left to right, linebacker Zaire and quarterback Eric Dungey. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you. Also, if you can address your question to the specific student athlete, that would be much appreciated. We'll start in the back on the right, Mark Larson.
Hey, Eric, this is for you, and then Zaire, I'd like you to also answer if you could, please. Just talk about how the game turned there. You guys 17-0, and then outscored 45-3 after that. What kind of happened out there?
I mean, it just comes down to execution. Offensively, we can't get complacent. We got to, go like it's 0-0 the whole time. So it just comes down to execution.
I would say the same thing. Just got to keep continuing to execute your assignments and understand that the game never over, and just keep playing to the finish.
Questions? Steven,
Hey, Eric. I asked Dino about this a little bit. It seemed like there were a lot of incompletions on some shorter stuff. Obviously, I don't know what the play call is. I don't know when there's always a protection breakdown or a receiver runs a wrong route. In those kind of instances, what kind of went wrong? And did you also see that trend where there was maybe some easy stuff that didn't quite get executed?
Yeah, again, execution, and then some, just saving the down and distance, not taking a sack, and just trying to be smart with the ball and field position. On my part, accuracy. Just got to be accurate and get the ball in the playmaker's hands.
Chris, on the right.
Eric, just the way the game played out, the 4th and 4 that you guys didn't convert on offense where you overthrew Steve, just momentum-wise looked like a big play. Did you feel that way on the field, and just what happened on that play from your eyes?
I think it just started, right after we didn't score on that, after we scored 17 after that field goal. It's just, we go out there, our expectation is to score every time. We got to help the defense out by doing our part, moving the ball. So, again, I don't think necessarily that was one of the plays, but definitely didn't help.
This one's for Zaire. USF ran that jet sweep to Adams, got a couple scores on in the first half. I know they ran it once later, and it seemed like you guys stopped it in better position. What about that play? Did you guys kind of struggle to defend, and was there an adjustment made?
I would say again, I think the theme is just execution. I think in the first half, I think we had the right calls going. We just didn't. All 11 guys just didn't do their job to the level that we expected it. We need them to. So he got out. He's also a really, really dynamic and fast player. So it's very hard to mimic that in practice. But I think after we settled down, we talked about it, put it on the board. We were able to slow it down in the second half.
Zaire, back here again. Zaire, there you go. You suggested there was some complacency after you guys got ahead. Is that right? Did you say that? And if so, does that surprise you that you'd be complacent? A team that hasn't won a whole lot. You guys need every win you can get.
I wouldn't say defensively we were complacent. I would say we just had a couple mental breakdowns that I guess weren't necessarily present very on when we had all the momentum on our side, and I think it was just those couple breakdowns that changed the momentum of the game and made it a game. And then, by the time we got back on our game, USF had a lot of momentum going into the game.
Hey, Zaire. I wanted to ask you specifically about Antoine Cordy. I know the injury list is kind of long now, but he's a guy who made so many plays as a freshman. Early this year, established himself as a leader of the defense. What can you offer to him in terms of advice working through this adversity?
As far as Cordy, me and Cordy have grown very close through our time here. We were one of the only 2 people to play as true freshmen on our freshman year. The only thing I could say what I did tell Cordy was, just have faith. It's hard to believe, but everything happens for a reason. Cordy's a very spiritual person, so you understand that there's a bigger plan for everything. And, the beautiful thing is he's going to come back stronger, better than ever. And knowing him, he's going to put in the extra time and extra work to when he get back on the field, he's going to be dynamic. So that's all I could tell is Cordy, just be patient and just trust in the bigger plan.
Zaire, over here.
Can you take me through what happened on that play, 4th and 1? Marlon Mack breaks out for a 52-yard touchdown. It seemed like obviously a big momentum changer. What happened on that play?
Just miscommunication by the defense. I think, I take responsibility for that because it's really my job to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just another case similar to last week where some guys are doing one thing, other guys are doing another. And just like last week when you're playing dynamic players, they're going to make you pay.
Any questions for Dontae?
Eric, I had a question about working with Colin Byrne. How much, we obviously didn't know Jason's situation until today. How much work did you get in with him in practice this week? And then how do you think he did in his first game?
I think Colin did a great job for his first start. Colin's one of those guys I came in with, and I, off the field, have a good relationship with him, so I had all the faith in the world with him. And we, in practice, we get some reps together every now and then, so it's just kind of, goes with the flow.
Ari in front.
Dontae, I got a question for you. You had more than 100 rushing yards today, obviously your best game this season. Do you believe that was part of the success was due to the fact you kept getting the ball and knew you didn't have to worry about possibly coming off the field and not getting as many carries as you had in those first 2 games?
I mean, I want to say that give all the credit to my offensive line. Blocking schemes were pretty good. Play calling was awesome today. Just all the credit to my offensive line. I couldn't get those yards without them.
Eric, how do you feel the pace of play was this game?
On those the first quarter, I thought the pace is where it was supposed to be at. That's how we're supposed to play. And after that, it just starts with that first down. So once we get that, it starts to get rolling. So.
Chris?
Zaire, Dino mentioned, the 4th down stuff going for it on offense is just who you are now. But I imagine as a defensive player, it's just different, and there's momentum changes. How hard is it when you guys have that quick change to just, I guess get motivated and get back on the field?
I don't know,
feel the momentum change, that's a better way to
Do I feel the momentum change? Honestly, not really, because that's just something we prepare for. That just comes with the program. That just comes with Coach Babers, and he let us know what it was going to be from the day he got here, and we expect nothing less. Honestly, if it's for sure from the 50 or something, and he doesn't go for it, I'm almost surprised. So I think as a defense, we just got to be. We have to execute better, especially when we have a short field. It's just the closer you get to the end zone, the better you have to play. And I think when you have a short field, especially in a sudden change situation, we just got to play better.
Time for 2 more questions. Mark?
Dontae, question for you. Are you encouraged by anything you saw in the running game? It seemed like you guys kind of made a point to get that going today, and there were at least some signs that maybe it was going a little bit.
I mean, a lot of teams that we played recently feel like we don't have a running game, so I feel like this game kind of established that we can run the ball as offense. So I'm pretty happy at the outcome that we had today.
Final question for the players. Joe in the middle.
Zaire, defensively, some guys were out. What did you think of Rodney Williams' performance? I imagine he's going to be a guy who's going to be key as a playmaker defensively the rest of the year.
Oh, well, Rodney is the type of guy, even though he wasn't necessarily the starter coming into the season, he definitely prepared like he was going to take every snap. Rodney's understanding and his level of communication and his enthusiasm when he was on the field is probably one of the best on our defense. He's very talented. He's actually my roommate too, so. Rodney's a great player. I think he had a really good game today. Definitely helped me out a lot when he was out there, so, even though Cordy's down, I'm happy we still got Rodney to hold it down.